Welcome to China. I'm thrilled you're joining me on this adventure, because today, we're exploring a country where the stories are as grand as the landscapes, and every meal, every city, every mountain tells its own tale. China is a vast land where ancient history meets awe-inspiring natural beauty. From the bustling streets of Beijing to the tranquil peaks of Huangshan, this is a place that both honors its past and looks boldly toward the future. In this video, we'll embark on a journey through China's most famous destinations. And trust me, we'll also uncover a few of its hidden marvels along the way. Prepare to be captivated by a culture that has shaped the world for thousands of years, landscapes that seem to leap straight out of a painting, and stories that are waiting to be discovered around every corner. We're talking about secret legends, breathtaking views, and the kind of hospitality that makes you feel like you've come home, even if you're halfway around the globe. Are you ready to explore? Let's dive in! But first, a little challenge for you. What do you know about China? Which of the following is the tallest mountain in China? Leave your answer in the comments below. And here's a fun fact to get you started. China is the world's largest producer of tea, and tea has been an integral part of Chinese culture for over 4,000 years. Before we dive into the breathtaking beauty of China, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever dreamed of visiting China or witnessing any of its spectacular destinations firsthand? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoy this journey with us, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more incredible travel adventures. The Great Wall of China. Now, if there's one symbol that comes to mind when you think of this country, it's probably this winding masterpiece. Stretching over 13,000 miles, it's not just a wall, it's a living testament to China's resilience and ingenuity. Imagine standing atop those ancient stones, feeling the wind that swept across these battlements for centuries, and gazing out at the endless landscape. It's hard not to feel small, and yet somehow incredibly connected to something vast and enduring. Built over 2 millennia, the wall was both a mighty defense and a monumental feat of engineering. Dynasties rose and fell, each adding their own mark. Soldiers, workers, and even poets left their stories in the cracks between the bricks. Some say you can see it from space. Others argue that it's the spirit of unity and protection that truly makes it visible to the world. Legends swirl around the Great Wall. One of the most famous is that of Meng Jiangnu, whose tears brought down a section of the wall as she searched for her lost husband. Her story speaks to the sacrifice and love woven into every inch of this structure. There's a sense of mystery here, a feeling that history is alive, just waiting for you to listen. Walking along the Great Wall is more than a hike, it's a journey through time. You'll pass watchtowers perched on dramatic cliffs, narrow steps climbing toward the sky, and stretches that disappear into misty mountains. In the early morning, the sunlight paints the stones gold. At sunset, the wall glows with a quiet majesty that's impossible to forget. It's not all about defense, though. The wall also connected people, cultures, and ideas. Ancient traders, travelers, and even invaders moved along its length, sharing stories and goods. Today, it draws visitors from every corner of the globe, each one adding another layer to its legend. So, if you ever find yourself here, take a moment. Sit on those old stones, run your hand along the weathered surface, and imagine the countless footsteps that came before yours. The Great Wall isn't just a monument, it's a memory, a mystery, and a promise that endures. Deep in the mountains of Sichuan province, there's a place that feels almost otherworldly, Zhangjiajie Valley. Picture this, turquoise lakes so clear you can see every pebble, cascading waterfalls that sing as they tumble through ancient forests, and snow-capped peaks, framing it all like a masterpiece. It's no wonder Zhangjiajie is often called the fairyland on Earth. This valley is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and for good reason. The colors here are simply unreal, emerald in spring, fiery gold in autumn, and every shade of blue you can imagine. The lakes, fed by underground springs, get their vibrant hues from mineral deposits and aquatic plants. Each pool seems to tell its own story, shimmering with secrets just below the surface. But Zhangjiajie is more than just a pretty face. It's a place of deep cultural significance for the Tibetan and Chang people, who have lived here for centuries. Their villages dot the landscape, and their traditions, music and festivals add a layer of magic to the valley. You'll see prayer flags fluttering in the breeze, hear the sound of wooden horns, and maybe even catch a glimpse of a local celebration. There's a legend here too, of a goddess who dropped her magical mirror while gazing at the mountains. The mirror shattered into 118 sparkling lakes, each one a jewel in the valley's crown. It's a story you can almost believe when you see the way sunlight dances on the water. Hiking through Zhangjiajie, you'll discover hidden paths, secret groves, and quiet moments that feel like they belong to another time. Every step brings a new surprise. Maybe a family of golden snub-nosed monkeys, or a waterfall that seems to appear out of nowhere. It's the kind of place that invites you to slow down, breathe, and just be. If you're a lover of nature, or simply someone who appreciates beauty in its purest form, Zhangjiajie will capture your heart. It's a reminder that some wonders need no explanation. They just need to be experienced. Now let's head to a place that looks like it leaped straight out of a science fiction movie, Zhangjiajie National Forest Park. If you've ever watched Avatar and wondered where those floating mountains came from, you're about to find out. These towering sandstone pillars, shrouded in mist and covered in lush greenery, are a geological marvel millions of years in the making. Over 3,000 narrow peaks and spires rise dramatically from the earth, creating a landscape that's both alien and breathtaking. Each pillar has its own name, its own story. Some are said to be the homes of ancient spirits, guardians of the forest who watch over this magical place. Local legends speak of immortals who once roamed these valleys, leaving behind echoes of their laughter in the rustling leaves. But it's not just the legends that make Zhangjiajie special. The park is a living laboratory, home to rare plants and animals found nowhere else on Earth. Monkeys swing through the treetops, birds call across the valleys, and wildflowers blanket the forest floor in spring. It's a paradise for hikers, photographers, and anyone with a sense of wonder. One of the park's most jaw-dropping features is the Beilong Elevator, the world's highest outdoor elevator. It whisks you up the side of a cliff, 1,070 feet in under 2 minutes, revealing views that will leave you speechless. Standing at the top, with the world spread out below, it's easy to see why filmmakers and artists find endless inspiration here. The park changes with the seasons. In winter, the pillars are dusted with snow, turning the forest into a silent, icy kingdom. In summer, it's a riot of green, alive with the sounds of water and birds. Every visit offers something new, a fresh chapter in the story of this ancient land. So, as you wander through Zhangjiajie, let your imagination run wild. Listen for the whispers of old spirits, marvel at nature's artistry, and remember, sometimes the best adventures happen where the line between reality and fantasy begins to blur. Now, let's take a walk, a rather exhilarating one, across the Rui Bridge. Nestled in the mountains of Zhejiang province, this bridge is where innovation dances with tradition. With its undulating, twisting form, the Rui Bridge looks like something conjured from a dream, yet it's a real feat of modern engineering and art. The bridge's design was inspired by the ruyi, a traditional Chinese scepter that symbolizes power and good fortune. Its flowing lines curve gracefully over the Shengxianju scenic area, giving visitors the sensation of walking on air. Suspended 140 meters above the valley floor, the Rui Bridge isn't just a crossing, it's an adventure for the senses, and a tribute to harmony between people and nature. Step onto the glass walkway, and it's hard not to feel a rush of excitement, and maybe a little nervous laughter. The views are spectacular. Emerald valleys, jagged peaks, and waterfalls tumbling far below. Each step reveals a new perspective, turning a simple stroll into a journey of discovery. But the Rui Bridge isn't just about thrills. It's a symbol of how China blends its ancient wisdom with cutting-edge creativity. Local legends say the mountains here are home to immortals, and the bridge, with its cloud-like curves, invites travelers to touch the sky and chase their dreams. At sunset, the bridge glows with soft hues, its silhouette reflected in the river far below. It's a favorite spot for couples, photographers, and anyone who loves a good story with their scenery. The sense of possibility here is infectious. You can't help but feel inspired. So, if you're looking for a destination that combines tradition, adventure, and a touch of the fantastic, the Rui Bridge will sweep you off your feet, literally and figuratively. Few places capture the imagination quite like the Yellow Mountains, Huangshan. Rising from the mist in eastern China, these peaks have inspired poets, painters, and philosophers for centuries. Their jagged silhouettes, often shrouded in clouds, are the stuff of legend and art, earning them a place in the heart of Chinese culture. Huangshan is famous for its four wonders: oddly shaped pine trees that seem to defy gravity, seas of clouds that swirl around the peaks, dramatic granite formations, and hot springs nestled among the rocks. Standing at the cloud-dispelling pavilion, you might find yourself above the clouds, looking out at a world that feels more dream than reality. No wonder this very spot inspired scenes in the movie Avatar. The mountains are steeped in folklore. Taoist hermits once sought enlightenment here, believing the peaks were a bridge between heaven and earth. Ancient stories tell of immortals descending to dance in the moonlight, their laughter echoing among the pines. Even today, the spirit of those stories lingers in the cool mountain air. Every season brings new beauty. In spring, wildflowers dot the slopes. Summer is lush and green, while autumn sets the forests ablaze with color. Winter transforms Huangshan into a frozen wonderland, the trees and rocks coated with sparkling rime. Each visit feels like stepping into a living painting, one that changes with the light and the weather. Hiking here is both a challenge and a joy. Stone steps wind their way up steep cliffs, past waterfalls and hidden temples. At sunrise, crowds gather on the peaks, watching as the first light turns the sky gold and pink. There's a sense of community among the travelers, all drawn here by the promise of something extraordinary. Huangshan is more than a destination. It's a muse, a mystery, and a reminder that some places truly are touched by the divine. Our journey ends in the south, among the rolling hills of Yunnan province, home to the Yuanyang Rice Terraces. Here, the landscape itself is a masterpiece, shaped by the hands and hearts of the Hani people over more than 1,300 years. These terraces cascade down the mountains like green ribbons, reflecting the changing sky in 1,000 shimmering pools. The Yuanyang Terraces are an engineering marvel, designed to capture every drop of rain and create fertile fields on impossibly steep slopes. Each level is carefully tended, forming patterns that shift with the seasons, from emerald green in spring to golden waves at harvest time, and mirror-like pools during the planting season. It's a living work of art, changing with the light and weather. This place isn't just beautiful, it's a testament to the bond between people and the land. The Hani have developed unique farming techniques, passed down through generations, that respect both tradition and sustainability. Their villages perch on the hillsides, surrounded by forests, streams, and a sense of quiet resilience. Yuanyang is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, celebrated for both its cultural and ecological significance. Festivals here are vibrant affairs, filled with music, dance, and colorful costumes. Visitors are welcomed with open arms, invited to share in the rhythms of rural life and the stories that make this place special. There's a magic to sunrise here, as the terraces catch the first light and the sky is painted in hues of pink, gold, and blue. Photographers from around the world come to capture this fleeting beauty, but no picture can quite do it justice. It's something you have to feel for yourself, the peace, the pride, and the promise of a new day. So, as we look out over the terraces, let's remember, every curve, every reflection, every stalk of rice is a tribute to the harmony between humans and nature. Yuanyang is a reminder that sometimes, the greatest wonders are the ones we create together. What a journey we've had, across ancient walls, through enchanted valleys, over soaring bridges, and into the heart of living traditions. China is a place where every step tells a story, every meal is a celebration, and every landscape holds a secret waiting to be uncovered. From the mighty Great Wall to the quiet beauty of Yuanyang, we've seen just a glimpse of a country that's as vast as it is timeless. But the real magic of China isn't just in its famous landmarks or breathtaking scenery, it's in the people, the legends, and the moments of connection along the way. Whether you're sharing tea in a mountain village, listening to stories passed down through generations, or simply standing in awe before a view that takes your breath away, you become part of the story too. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. If you felt inspired, if you learned something new, or if you found yourself dreaming of your own journey to China, I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe for more travel tales from around the world. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and remember, the world is full of hidden wonders, just waiting for you to find them.